Britney Spears and Baby One More Time. It's 8:10. And, you know, we do these series on our show where we bring in people for X number of weeks and we deal with different topics.
Yes, of course.
And I think it's absolutely great that we do this. Okay, we are live on Facebook right now. That's exactly what it's called. Who are you? We're with Jason Ho, founder of Strengths School, and we're going to be dealing with that. Who are you?
I think Jason
beyond what you do
kind of approves
He
our
kind of
trailer.
approves.
Like he's kind of like, it's all right.
I thought it was your normal theme song. Oh, you got it.
No.
That's good.
We wanted
Very
it
good.
especially for
You
you.
know, yeah.
Very perky, yeah.
Okay,
Very nice.
all right.
Awesome.
Welcome to the show,
I
Jason.
think we
Thank
might
you.
have to
Thank you.
go back
Thank
to
you,
the
guys.
drawing board.
No.
But okay.
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Okay, we're going to be talking about who you are beyond what you do. And when someone asks you, say, tell me about yourself,
Yeah.
most of us immediately talk about our job. Why do we often define ourselves by what we do?
Or even the roles that we
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of play on a day-to-day basis. Like, I guess I would talk more about, like, me being a wife or spouse or, like, a mother for you, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do we do that?
Yeah. So, interestingly, if you, let's say you go overseas,
Yeah.
right, and you talk to a stranger, right, you talk to a stranger and they look a bit different,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
from everybody else there, then what do you ask? Do you ask, what do you do?
No, actually.
What do you ask?
What's your name?
Yeah. Then after that,
Tell me about yourself.
Where you
Yeah.
from?
where are you from?
Mm-hmm.
Where you
Yeah.
from?
So only
Yeah.
overseas, you notice that we always ask where you're from.
Right.
But only in Singapore, we don't ask that. We ask what do you do.
Yeah.
So thematically, human beings, we always want to be associated to a group.
Okay.
Okay.
So when we know where we go, oh, you're from Singapore, oh, you're from there,
Right.
oh, now I know where. Then I have associations with a lot of different things, and my hope is that you're in the same group as me,
Right.
right? So it's like the idea of tribes. We always want to know, like, okay, so what group do you belong to? So you belong
Okay.
to radio.
Yeah.
I belong to corporate training,
Right.
Okay.
right? So we have different groups, and so that's why when we introduce, a lot of times we introduce our tribe,
Yeah. Okay.
and the tribe we have, and we spend most time on is work.
Right. That's interesting.
That's
so actually,
very
a quick
interesting.
tip on like how to, I guess, discover yourself is imagine you are overseas and someone there asks you, who, where are you from? Who are you? What you're about?
It has happened to me.
What do you mean?
Like, where you from?
Oh, what?
And I'll give you two answers that I have actually heard.
Okay.
One is, which part of China are you?
China.
Yeah.
Interesting.
You?
Yeah.
Wow.
From a tourism board person from the US.
Oh, because he was more white than you were. Is that it?
He doesn't know. He doesn't know. And the other one is, do you use electricity or generators?
Oh my God.
Oh, that's nice.
When you told them that you were from
Singapore.
Singapore.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
nice. Okay.
Unbelievable.
Wow. You should tell them that we steal electricity from your country.
Yeah, we sell products to your country,
No,
because
no.
your country doesn't make them.
We
Okay.
use bicycle.
Yeah.
Okay.
Your work with people to identify their strengths, that's what we want to do. What exactly do you mean by strength? Is it something that we are good at? Is that what it is? What we're good at is our strength?
Yeah.
Okay, so the best analogy I give when it comes to strengths is the idea that you were built or created differently and you have a gift,
Right.
right? So all of us are different.
Right.
So imagine, FD, you're an eagle,
Okay.
right? And I ask you every day to run from A to B with a package. And every day you run. Diligently, responsibly, you run. I, as your manager, tells you that, FD, you have a talent of running through tunnels and carrying packages.
Okay.
You're good at that.
Okay.
You're really good at that. And I can see that you can be promoted to tunnel manager.
Wow.
Where
Okay.
you will run even more and have all the other eagles running. And something inside you doesn't click.
Yeah.
Why? Because you're an eagle, right?
Because I'm an eagle, yes.
Yeah. But you're good at running. And I think you're good at running.
Oh.
So the funny thing is that there are two parts to strengths, right? One part is what the external world sees as your strength. The internal part is the validation. Is it really true? So most of us, we don't actually think about, is this really my strength? Do I feel like energized? Do I feel alive when I run? So an eagle, if it flies, how do you think it feels?
wonderful, but it soars.
It loves it.
It loves it.
Like everything is
Absolutely
in
loves
place.
it, yeah.
Everything's in place. My wingspan, my height,
Yeah.
everything
Right.
works.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
works.
Okay.
But if it runs, how does it feel?
Uncomfortable.
What else?
It's just odd.
Odd, right?
Odd,
Strange.
yeah. Odd.
Yeah. So go
Okay.
ahead.
No. And yeah.
So an
I have a
eagle is
question
actually
after that.
built for flying, but the world could have told it that it's built for running, and running is your strength.
Yeah, I get it. I
Okay,
get
but
it.
what about, like, say, sometimes you do need another person to
Yeah.
say that, hey, actually, I've noticed, and
Yes.
this really is what you're good at. Because sometimes
Yes. Yes.
maybe we don't give ourselves enough credit. So,
Very true.
what about in cases like that? Is it okay to accept what someone says is a strength in me?
Okay. So if another bird comes along, and for example, same task that they're supposed to do, carry a package from A to B through a tunnel,
Okay.
and this bird happens to be an ostrich,
Okay.
and it runs really well. And I'm the same manager and says, ostrich, you are built for running. You run really fast.
Okay.
Right? And
Okay.
every day you can click 10 packages diligently.
Okay.
There is external validation, which is the same external validation to both eagle and ostrich.
Yeah.
But the ostrich feels different from the eagle internally.
Okay.
So there's two litmus tests that it must be. The first one is somebody external needs to tell you, you're good.
Okay.
You above average.
Okay.
You good. And the other one that the other litmus test is internally, that person or that animal must feel alive. It must feel like this is what I'm built to do.
Okay.
So you can't have one or the other. You can't have just one. So if you just have external validation,
Okay.
so if
Yeah, yeah.
I remember you love Excel last
Yeah,
time,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
So every day, let's say you really work hard and after you're good in Excel,
Okay.
just go for it.
Okay.
Okay.
You die inside.
Okay.
Interesting. So we are going to take this discussion on our Facebook Live. Please do come and join us. FD is an eagle. And apparently
Never thought of
your
myself
running is not bad.
My
Your
running's
flying
not
is better, but your running is
Yes,
not bad.
yes.
But you don't like running. So that's why it is not truly a strength
Yes.
of FD. This is a very interesting. I feel like you're really giving us actionable sort of like ways to discover ourselves, you know? I like that. So the two-part litmus test.
Yeah, that's very good.
External validation about your strength from
Yes.
other people. You also need to see how that feels for you.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
Got it. So can someone be good at something, but still not be that? But still, that isn't one of their strengths.
Definitely. So the analogy, and I've coached so many different leaders,
Yeah.
is that you might have been trained to do something like that.
Exactly.
And you are good at that. And you close your eyes, you can do it really well. However, you don't look forward to it. So one of the great litmus tests inside is, besides the energy part, another way of looking at energy is like, do I look forward to that task? So if I say biographies, you light up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So remember from last time. But I say Excel, you don't look forward to it.
Yeah, yeah.
So there's that fire that doesn't really burn, but one, the fire burns brightly.
Right.
So you go towards those things that you feel energized. So you're right. So coming back, you are able to be good at something. The world says you're good at something. The world even tells you it's your strength. They might even want to promote you into that, but you need to stop it because internally something is wrong.
But then you can be successful
You
that
can.
way on paper,
Yes,
and yet you still feel terribly unfulfilled. Correct?
exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So you can go through your career, and the funny thing is that self-awareness is actually so low.
Yeah.
And it's so difficult to find people who are self-aware
Yeah.
to a point where they will just take wholesale what their boss says,
Right.
what their team members say, and then they just get promoted, become a director of whatever they feel that actually we don't really call it a strength. You're just competent in it.
Okay.
You have a skill set and you're competent, but that's not your strength. A strength is
Okay,
a combination
okay.
of internal and external.
Okay.
Okay, let's
Get it
try
now.
and use Lavinia as a case study.
Oh.
She's on radio.
Mm-hmm.
She gives her life to radio, basically.
I do?
She can't see, you can't see yourself without radio.
Killer.
You can't.
Oh, I didn't
I know you that well.
Give my life.
How would you identify her strengths using her current career?
Go.
So I always break it down in or atomize it into tasks.
Okay,
So
okay,
if there are 10 different tasks you do on a daily, weekly basis for radio,
Okay.
what are the 2-3 tasks that really light up?
Yeah, using my voice,
Using your voice.
engaging FD and the listeners.
Yes. So bantering and
bantering,
engaging,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
How about planning the thing?
Yeah, I guess,
All the
you know,
prep.
getting the content together.
Right.
Yeah, show prep.
So some interesting parts, right?
Okay.
How about some parts that out of 10, there's some things that really drain you based on this?
Drain me,
Yeah, that means it's part of your job still, but it's actually, I don't really look forward to it.
waking up so early.
Yeah, so
Yeah. The lack of sleep.
no, so tasks. We go back to tasks.
Tasks.
Actual things
tasks.
you do.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Tasks you don't like answering all the WhatsApp messages.
No, I actually enjoy it. Well, okay, that's you. That's why you don't want
You
to
threw
do
me
it.
under the bus just now. Now I'm
No,
throwing
I
you under the
did not
bus.
throw you
Anyway,
under the bus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, maybe some kind of planning that's not based on the show.
But I think it also says a lot. And I'm not just saying this because, I mean, our bosses might be tuning in, but there's nothing that I really dislike in terms of task.
Okay.
Even the admin stuff is like, oh, okay, lah. Like, I'm not really bothered by it.
Yeah.
that is something you'll find with all radio DJs.
Yeah.
We understand the good and the bad, and
Yeah.
we've made the bad good.
Not
So,
like we
you know what I'm
accept
trying to
it.
say?
You know what
So
I mean?
what
Got
we
it.
would normally be bored with, we've learnt to enjoy.
Like,
Okay.
I'm not bothered by it.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I don't,
Yeah.
that's a good sign too.
It's a good sign,
Okay.
but to be just really clinical and
Oh,
surgical.
okay, come.
If I ask you to score from a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being you feel very energized, 0 mean it drains you.
Okay.
A lot of the tasks that you might not look forward to will sit around number 6 or 4 or 5.
Okay, so okay.
Right? So you're okay with it, but it doesn't light you up. But the task that you just said just now on air,
10.
yeah, 10,
11.
bantering with
Yeah.
guests,
Yeah.
all that is
Engaging,
your
yeah.
strengths. So you focus on those things that's like 8, 9, and 10. So it's a very easy scale,
Okay.
0 to 10, 10 being energized, 0 being drained like kryptonite to Superman.
Yeah.
Okay,
You look up for the 8s, 9s, and 10s. All the rest is just noise.
Okay.
Got it.
Okay. I
Yeah.
like this.
So from there, I can clearly say, if I want you to double down on certain things that you do,
Yeah.
then I'll explore things that, where else can Lavinia talk? Oh, maybe being an MC, a compare somewhere. Then I'll try it out. As a manager, I'll try it out. Then, stage presence, she has also. Okay, so that's another plus. So that's how I kind of like, if I have a certain talent, I want to be able to see where they can go and try to expand them. I want to be able to understand what really energizes you. And then certain things that I might assume as a manager is like, I think you like stage presence. I saw you with the 50 people.
And
I
you're
really,
okay with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I see that you really loved it. Is it from a scale of 0 to 10? Was it a 10 for you? Then Lovey says, no. It was a 5. Then maybe something
wow.
about stage presence is not, it's not the same as just talking here.
Okay.
Then I will
that's
kind of like
good.
explore something else. So rulers or distinctions, we call it distinctions, where you're very clear and surgical about, and using numbers always
Yep.
helps.
Yep.
Helps a person understand their
Yep.
career,
Yep.
atomize all the tasks,
Yep.
break it down, and then number each task from scale of 0 to 10. Try not to give 5s.
Oh.
Okay.
Try not to give 5. Okay, because you
It's
don't want
fine.
to be
Everybody's-
neutral about
yeah. You want to take side.
Do you know what I'm realizing, FD?
Ah.
You know, Jason, like what you're pointing out here,
Yeah.
right? It's also really good for, like, if I wanted to help someone evaluate, or like even my kids, figure out themselves.
Yeah.
Right? And sometimes I feel like, it's too close to us if we evaluate ourselves. You know what I mean? So if someone else learns this technique from
Yeah.
you, right, Jason, they can we can evaluate each other, kind of a thing, right?
I'll evaluate you on Monday.
Huh? What?
Performance review.
Performance
wow.
review.
Oh,
No, but
okay.
this valuation, as you were talking, I was thinking,
Yeah.
the 0 to 10.
Yes.
Isn't it something you should do like every 6 months or every year? Isn't it a changing thing? Would it change? Would those 10s change in the
right.
course of time?
Okay.
Right.
So, in essence, people don't really change over time.
Oh, okay.
We mature and we learn certain skill sets.
Yeah.
So imagine, like, in primary school, we had a friend who's a nerd. A little bit socially, kind of like a little bit more awkward, a
Yeah.
little bit more quiet.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
when he is now at, like, for example, now at maybe 40 plus, he might not be the life of the party. So he will still be roughly there, but he might socialize or normalize to know how to behave well in social settings.
Right.
Okay.
But he's not going to be like on the table and zook out kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Well, the jock that we know in primary school or secondary school, the loud one, the one who likes to joke around,
Yeah.
you meet him on the street, he's going to be like, yo, what's up? So very much, if you look at your classmates, if you look at your brother, sister, they don't really change. So our take is that you are a small tiger, you become a big tiger.
Right.
You are a small lion, you become a big lion.
You grow at what you're good at.
You grow at who you are.
Okay.
Doesn't really change.
Change.
So
Okay.
the eagle doesn't
Interesting.
one day say that actually I don't like flying. I like running more.
Yeah, yeah.
Because you're built for something, and it's a wiring that's inside that you can't really change.
Right.
Okay. That's
So-
interesting.
If we take away someone's job title, their qualifications, their achievements, how do you help them figure out who they really are
Yeah.
without all of that?
Okay, so that's tough, right?
Oh,
Because human beings are very complex, and there are many things that drive us.
Yep.
So I will just rattle off a few things.
okay.
So one is skill sets that you have, right? Some is belief systems. That means what do I believe? What values do I have? What unique talents I have? So if I want to try to do it in almost like a quick hack kind of way,
Yeah.
I'll go into this thing called roles.
Roles.
So
Okay.
what roles do you have? So imagine this: if I put 10 DJs together
Yeah.
and I just keep quiet and I just say, you can talk about anything, you will find roles that come out naturally.
Yeah.
So somebody will be the joker.
Yeah.
Somebody will be the encourager. Somebody will be the, hang on, what do you mean by that? The
Yeah.
reporter, the questioner,
Yeah.
devil's advocate.
Yeah.
Okay.
So naturally, we kind of go into those roles because it's very natural for us.
Okay.
So in any way, if you think about yourself, there are roles that you play. So for example, for me, I play the role of an innovator and
Okay.
always a devil's advocate, for example.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, so for them, figure out of all the social settings and work settings, what roles kind of bubble up for you.
Okay.
Okay, that's very interesting.
Yeah.
When we go back on radio, I want to talk about myself.
Sure.
Because you were talking about roles. And I want your thoughts on it. Because sometimes my life gets a bit hard. And I think it's because of these roles that you're talking about.
Really? Ooh. So we're going to jump back on air. Please join us at 1FM 91.3.
Okay, so I said I wanted to talk about myself, right?
Yes.
All right, so here we go. Sometimes life gets hard for me. You call them roles, I call them hats.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
And I wear so many hats. And I need to be a different person for each hat.
As do many people.
So I do radio, one hat. I host and entertain publicly, second hat. I'm a husband, third hat. I'm a father, fourth hat. And sometimes it all gets messed up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that makes it really difficult. So what can a person who wears so many hats do to keep it flowing properly?
Interesting question.
Yeah. So usually for that, it's a bit challenging. The reason why is because there are certain skill sets and it's almost like ways that you show up that is useful for that role.
Role, yeah.
Right. So if I'm a general of an army and I go back and I have a baby, I can't be a general.
Got it, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I know
I
what you
can't be
mean.
stand up, sedia,
Yeah.
right? Yeah, to the baby. I can't. So I need to quickly change. So it's really the
Okay.
idea that there is space in terms of even act. It's almost like acting. There's a space where you come down stage and you step up stage again. And sometimes it's just 1-2
Okay.
breaths before you open the door of your house. And like just understanding that there's a transition. So,
Yeah, so
for
I'm putting the entertainment part of it away and I'm going into the family part.
as a father. So it's the idea that we need chapters in our life. If not, everything is just one big chapter.
Okay.
So the chapters help us. So just finding that distinction can help.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's a bit more in terms of like how do you come on and off? Because for a manager, if you think about a manager, there is tough love and there's soft love.
Okay.
Even as a father,
Yes,
tough
yeah,
love and soft
yeah,
love.
Okay.
that is-
And they're totally opposite.
Yeah,
If you do too much of one, your kid will grow up messed up.
yeah. Yeah, very
So you
true.
need both.
Yeah,
But so how do you do that? Then it's the awareness that hey, I'm a bit too much this side. So coming back is still the self-awareness. Oh, I'm a bit too much tough love. They are withdrawing from me, so I better go and sayang and give them some soft love.
Okay.
Same thing for then after if I give too much soft love, they step over and then they think everything's fun with papa.
Yeah,
Then
yeah,
that's it.
yeah.
Here comes the cane, for example,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Or whatever it is, your discipline. And so this we call this in psychology, we call it polarity.
Okay.
Polarities are most difficult to understand and the most difficult to kind of like live out
Yeah.
because
Yep.
it's totally opposite and it's not tough love or soft love. It
Okay.
is tough love and
And.
soft love. So the and part.
But does this kind of like address like the challenge that you feel? Because I'm trying to understand, like you said, because you have so many roles, there is that
it gets difficult because sometimes
Okay.
I finish radio and I go home and the kids are at home, and I still feel like I need to entertain them.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
okay.
This role is getting messed up with the other role.
Okay.
You know?
But
so
in
much
a
so
way-
that when I went through the empty house syndrome,
Yeah,
when
empty
the girls
nest
out-
syndrome.
empty
Yeah,
nest,
yeah.
it was hard for me because I was coming home and there was no one to entertain.
But in a way, that just really sort of like strengthened your role,
Yes.
as an entertainer.
Exactly.
Because that carried on in different aspects of your life.
But my children would have needed something else, right? They may not need me to entertain.
So that's a great point. So what you actually said about being a father DJ and all that,
Yeah.
you can call that roles. You can call that even that major roles, right?
Okay.
But if I go down and atomize it again, you're an entertainer,
Yeah.
Okay.
and you can entertain in every aspect,
Okay.
not just.
Yeah.
You're not a radio DJ. You're
Yeah.
an entertainer.
Yeah.
You are in. You think deeply. For example,
Yeah.
you're a thinker. So whatever that roles that you naturally are, you can actually apply it to every part.
Okay.
So, for example, for me, I will tell stories to my kids because I'm the person that loves coming up with new ideas and all that.
Right.
So I do that at work, and I'm the story person. So every day it's like, story. So remember the dragon one, and then I am actually the witch and all that. Then they're very excited. That's how I show love as a father.
Okay.
My wife is different. So you can use those roles to be able to actually show or kind of like perform that role, that major role that you play
Okay.
in an even more natural way.
Oh,
Okay.
let's
That's
talk
you.
a little bit more about
Yeah.
this because I think it's quite a complex challenge
Yes.
that
It
we're
is.
addressing here. We're going to jump onto our Facebook Live.
FD and Lavinia.
So does that help with like what you are feeling in terms of that difficulty, FD? Because of the many hats that you wear. I feel
yeah.
like it gives a little bit more clarity.
It does,
And
it
you
does.
kind of find sort of that constant,
Yes.
and it's okay that you are in a different scenario because that thing about you stays constant, right? But does that help?
I tell you what- I tell you
settle
what-
yourself. Yeah.
I tell you what did help is that idea of taking the breath before you walk into the house. That's what struck me. That
Okay.
that buffer
Tell me more about
would
that.
help.
Yeah.
If I could just stop and go, okay, shift's over.
Yeah.
Shift's over. You're going to go through this door and people are going to want something else.
Okay.
Which is not what I do.
Ah.
I come home, I'm still hyped, I'm ready to go. You know what I mean? It's But if I
Okay.
can stop and realize that through that door, there are different needs.
Oh, and I also feel like in your case in particular, because you brought up about empty nest syndrome, I think it's because of what you have just recently gone through.
Yeah.
That it's kind of shaken this sort of like this world that you've already built,
Yeah.
you've stabilized it. And I think that's really what's
Because
going
the ro-
on. So
the-
you're trying to
The role
find
of,
stability
yeah,
again.
The role
right?
of a father has changed. And
Yes.
I'm still trying to learn that new role
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the girls
yeah,
are all
yeah.
married, they're off on their own.
Yeah.
So the role of a father has changed for me.
Okay.
So but I love that idea of taking
Yeah,
a
interesting,
breath. That's
interesting,
really,
yeah.
really
So actors do that. Once you act finish and all that, they call it shake it off.
yeah.
You
Yeah.
shake it off because the emotions you
Oh.
have, like say your intense emotion of anger, you want to shake it off
Yeah,
so that you don't go back and then treat your co-stars like crap.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the idea of either shaking it off or the idea of chapters. Human beings, we just need chapters. We need closure and we need openings. And
Okay.
it's just a way that human beings behave. So once I end it, I officially end it with you.
Right.
Let's close properly. Let's open properly.
Oh, this is interesting. This is really interesting because that is how life is.
Yes.
As a person, I think you go through different scenarios. You wear
Yeah.
so many different hats.
Yeah.
I like this idea that an actionable thing that I can actually do to help me transition
Yeah.
as I go into the different parts of my
Yeah,
life.
something
Yeah.
physical that you actually
So don't
do.
be alarmed when before I come inside the studio, I'm just out there shaking like a mad woman. You're like, what's wrong with it? Did a cockroach crawl up her pants or
Too
what?
much coffee.
No. Okay, maybe that. Yeah.
Here's the other thing. The question is, how do you stop yourself from choosing a career simply because you're good at it, rather than because it actually suits you? And is that even a bad idea?
Oh,
I'm good at it, so I'll do it.
okay.
What's your take?
Wow,
So
I bet you get that all the time, right?
Yeah. So human beings again are very complex, right? They are in Singapore now. There are probably a couple of million people just in their job for the paycheck.
Right. Yeah.
No energy whatsoever,
Yeah.
and don't look forward to it. It's just I'm good at it. I studied it. Now I have mortgages and all that. Let's just stay.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
everything's okay. I'm not dying.
Yeah.
So that's one person. So if I were to break it up into two, almost like a polarity, people are very they weigh in terms of the stability.
Yes.
So stability, they're okay with that.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, it's fine. My boss is okay. My coworkers are okay.
Yeah.
There's no real highlights, but in fact, their life doesn't need those highlights. They're okay with that.
Okay.
Then
Right.
it's okay.
That's okay because
Okay.
their life is almost like maybe like a +5, -5 and all that, and they're very comfortable with that because they're very stable, right?
Okay. Okay.
So the other group of people, we call it flexibility.
Oh.
And flexibility is the people who are really want to explore. So it's
Okay.
the +10, -10. It's the plus. It's like I want to explore different things and all that. And you
Okay.
see them a little bit. They're almost different peoples, right? So it's the idea that these people need to explore, need to feel it. They need to feel it inside. Whether or not am I doing something that really comes alive. So sometimes when you say I love my job to
Yeah.
somebody else, people are like, very good, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So they might not be in this camp and it's okay.
Yeah.
But to some people like me, if you say you love your job, I'm like, wow, well done. You
Yeah.
actually found it, and I found it too after
Yeah.
32 different jobs and businesses.
Yeah.
Right, right,
Right.
right.
So we belong to this side, and flexibility loves to explore. Stability loves to establish, which is downward.
Is the flexibility filled with more risk takers?
Definitely,
Yeah.
yeah. So it'll be somebody like me who has many different jobs, try out different
Yeah.
things, and then might go skydiving also.
Yeah. Yeah. I get
Which
it.
you have done, FD. So.
Yeah, which I have done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm, interesting.
So
yeah.
basically, this what I just mentioned.
Yeah.
If you can think about it, a little bit of aura and a little bit of energy, flexibility, explore has a lot of upward energy, right? Lightness.
Okay.
Then
okay.
stability has a lot of downward energy. A
Okay.
little bit of like anchored principle.
Yeah.
Values. And you break up humanity, you can break up in these two.
So, assuming we do all the things that you said,
Yeah.
does understanding ourselves
Yes.
better change the way we approach other aspects of life? I mean, your relationship, your hobbies, whatever. Does it change once you really understand who you are?
Definitely. So there's a study done that's by Urich. They said that 95% of people think that they are self-aware. 95%, but
Okay.
only 15% are self-aware.
Oh, wow.
So imagine every 10 people, only nine people think that I know myself,
Yeah.
but only
Yeah.
roughly 1 or 2.
Wow.
But it feels accurate though, because I always feel that,
It is.
the who am I question is one of the toughest things. It's like,
Yeah.
do I really have to answer that? I'm just like that lah, and
Yeah.
so I think that's actually really accurate.
Actually, it's interesting because a few years ago, someone told me that I am more than an entertainer. I am a brand.
Yes.
Okay,
We had this
okay.
conversation.
We had this conversation, right?
Okay.
You are.
But you can't become a brand until you understand yourself, right?
Yes. Yeah.
You
Your
need-
highlights.
Yeah,
The highlights.
your
that you have.
highlights.
Yes.
Then you can develop the brand.
Yes.
Yeah.
So how this person comes and tell him that you're more than an entertainer, you're a brand. Where should he go from with that? Where should you go forward with, after hearing that?
I think it's always the idea of double down on your strengths.
Okay.
Double down on the highlights that you have in life.
Okay.
Yeah, and you will see that the opportunities start to align to the things that you're built to. So almost like the eagle starts to double down. Hey, can I try flying a little bit here or jumping a little bit there? There's a little bit of a
Okay.
cliff. I think all the ostriches find it difficult. I can
Okay.
actually just fly a little bit.
Yeah.
So he jumps and then he flaps once.
Okay.
Then he's like, okay, wow, that's good. I'm going to try again. So
Okay.
then they go to different things. So there are more opportunities where he flies. And after a while, one day, my hope is that the eagle will start to fly.
Okay.
And he's like, I actually don't need to run.
Yeah.
I deliver packages to the mountains.
Yeah. I
And
fly
that's
the
me.
packages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So double down on the strengths, double down on what you are great at. So self-awareness helps you in every aspect of life. And I would like to say, it's almost like different mountains in life. You have your family mountain, your health mountain,
Yeah.
your emotion mountain.
Yeah.
Oh.
So there's so many different mountains, and you're not self-aware for everything at once.
Yeah.
Like some of us are not self-aware of our body. Like what do I eat and what happens?
Yeah.
So the self-awareness is a huge thing. take time to actually go through different ones. But
Okay.
most of the time when we talk about self-awareness, it's usually the impact on work and other human beings.
Okay.
So that's one part.
Because my question was really like, how do we figure out what are these mountains in our lives in order to because it's all part of the self-awareness journey, right? So are they fixed? Are they? No, they're not. They're probably not, right?
Yeah. So there are different books out there that talk about different mountains.
Okay.
And then there's health, social, there's different aspects.
Right.
What looks like a fulfilling life.
Okay.
But I think for you, or for all of us, we write our own plays. So you write, and you write on. So basically, what you could do is to think about what's most important to you. And I like the analogy of or the situation is it's almost like the deathbed scenario. That helps you to narrow down everything quickly.
What is this deathbed? Oh my goodness!
The last 1 minute of your life.
The last 1 minute of your life.
What was important to you?
What was
Oh, you don't ask me this type of question. I'm dying already. Let me just die in peace.
Actually, it's a question I have asked myself.
Yeah. So then it always helps you narrow down and helps you to narrow down like even the work that you do, it might not just be the work of enjoyment, it might be the impact that you have to Singaporeans.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
And that's what keeps you alive. Like
Wow.
Okay, we got a question from our Facebook. I'm 45 and still trying to figure out what my intrinsic strengths are.
Okay.
Spent years just adapting to situations. I've become a jack of all trades.
Okay.
How can I identify the tens in my strengths? How do I do that?
Yeah. So it's very much a subjective kind of introspective exercise.
Okay.
Go through every scenario that you have gone through in life, particularly to your work, meetings, to talking to salespeople, to talking to your director. So if you can atomize everything to a task. So imagine this, you have a task.
Let's hold that because it's going back on there. Wrapping up another throwback on 1FM 91.3. Alrighty, so we were asking Jason the question, how do I identify the tens in my strengths? So how do we do this?
Yeah. So one way is to just list down tasks. We always need to atomize it into certain tasks. A task is things that you do, right? So for example, planning, brainstorming, anything that's kind of ing work helps a lot. So I love delivering a speech. So if you write down all these things, and if you're young, you write down in your university what are those things that you do in projects, for example.
Okay.
If you're 45, then you write down of all the experiences you had at work.
Okay.
What energizes you? It could be coming out of Excel spreadsheets, for example.
Yeah.
Right? If you list down everything, then you should have a number on the right.
Okay.
And list down every number.
Okay.
And pay attention to the 10s, 9s, and 8s.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is your innate part of it, where you have one tick correct.
Right.
But remember, strengths is two ticks, the external and the internal. So the
Okay.
other one is once you figure out, like say, oh, actually I love Excel spreadsheets. I think I dream about Excel spreadsheets.
Right.
Then you start validating with other people. Hey boss, can I just check, when I was doing Excel spreadsheets, was I good at it? And maybe your boss says, actually, you were quite mediocre.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Then you
okay.
know something's wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
You are energized, but you have no competence.
Yeah.
Right? So you need both. So if your boss says, but how about public speaking? You know, when I was presenting to stakeholders and all that, how do you find it? Oh, wow, you were exceptional. Yeah, I love the way that you actually got the crowd to actually believe in the slides.
Yeah.
And then I know external validation, internal validation, two things, that's your
Yeah.
strength.
Got it. So I hope you understand how you get your 10 strengths. One last question and then we'll go into our quick fire.
Okay.
If you could get everyone listening to ask themselves one question today to better understand who they are, what would that question be?
What is your natural roles that bubble up in any situation?
Oh.
What are the natural roles that bubble up in any situation?
Okay.
Those roles can be encourager, you can be enforcer, you
Yeah.
can be a devil's advocate, any kind.
Yeah.
If you have two or three, you kind of know that is your almost that's who you are.
Right.
And importantly, because it's not only about the positive things, that role there's a negative part of that role that you need to be aware of. If I'm always the devil's advocate, you might think, Jason, wow, he's very smart, he's quite sharp. But why does he always disrupt?
Yeah.
So there is a
Okay.
negative part of being a devil's advocate, and there's a positive part as well.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
so you're saying that, okay, think about the natural roles that bubble up for you, but understand the two sides of the coin for that
Fantastic.
role. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm taking notes here.
She's taking notes.
Yeah.
So I can talk to my kids about this. Yeah.
These
Yeah.
rules would work with children, right? For the most part.
I think it works with anyone, actually, wouldn't it?
Okay, so for children,
Oh.
as parents, you call out the rules because they don't have enough experience. So, for example,
Oh.
you know, in the playground just now, like Damon, like when you're playing with them, I could see that you were actually quite sociable
Okay.
compared to all the
okay.
other kids. You were very sociable, and it helps them to understand that externally, it's a strength. I don't know whether he loves it, but at least I'm telling him that, hey, actually, that's
Got
something
it.
I noticed.
Got it.
Oh, that's actually a really good point.
Yeah, good
so
point, good
with
point.
kids, and it's like we are the external factor.
Yes,
that
we are the
points it out.
boss.
Yeah.
But then they still have to do the litmus test
Their
of
Yeah.
scoring it, right? 1 to 10,
Yeah.
8 and above,
Yeah.
then it makes the cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay, let's go into our quick fire questions to end today. Natural talent or hard work?
Okay. Why you point to me?
No, he's answering. I'm pointing to you. You got the next question.
Okay. Hard work is easy. Natural talent is difficult.
Say
Okay.
more.
Say more. Hard work is easy. Anybody can do hard work. I just row harder on my boat.
Okay.
Figuring out which boat I should row is the difficult part.
That's the talent.
That's the talent. And it's not talent, it's discovering your talent. Most people don't discover it. So just rowing a boat and yeah, can I be hard work? Am I industrious? I can. So let's row harder, row harder. After 20 years, it's like, what do I do? Like I'm an eagle with huge thighs.
Yeah.
then it's like, so?
Yeah.
No, but I can see, I mean, with that analogy, right, it makes it really clear because I think, one of the difficulties that a lot of people have in figuring out themselves is because they're in that boat and they're just rowing hard.
Yeah.
Like, when you're given a task
Yeah.
or a role,
Go
I
for
would
it.
just naturally want to do my best. Like, how do I game this? How do I ace this? You know what I
Yes.
mean? Whether or not it's really my talent or what I'm good at, I just want to be able to be good at it. You
Yeah.
know, like to get good and like figure out how to make it easier for me.
Yeah.
And then we get stuck.
Yeah.
And like you said, we start thinking like, oh, this is what I'm good at,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. Next question.
Yes. What strength do you think is most underrated?
It's the idea that you are able to observe and notice another human being.
Oh.
So almost like a reporter, a documentary person. Like, FD, you know what? I noticed this about you. So a lot of people look, but they don't see.
Yeah.
They don't see, they don't really see, like, okay, actually, FD, just now when you're talking to me, there's a calming aspect to you that really helps me as a guest. And that's something as an observer, if I tell you, it helps you
Yeah. It
with
does.
your life.
Yeah.
But Lovey, like for you,
Okay,
you give me
observe,
that energy. It's a different kind of energy from FD.
Yeah.
And if I tell her that as an observer or something I notice, it helps her.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all of us have that ability, but and that strength, we just kind of need to hone it. So we should observe our kids, observe our staff, observe anybody. It's like, hey, actually, I noticed this about you. And we can all do that. So you look, but you do not see. And the sad thing is that we see, but we do not say.
Yes, I was just about to say that we may have observed it, but we never, we just
Yeah.
like, okay.
So if you should just say it, so many people would know what they're good at.
I think we don't say it because we have this thing in Singapore of if I tell him, you get big-headed.
Okay, I
Tell
can,
him his
head's
see
gonna
where
grow.
you're going with that.
And he's going to
Okay.
become big-headed.
Yeah.
I've heard that expression so many times, and maybe that's why we don't tell them.
I tell you what, FD, I promise you, okay, my head size will stay the same. Load it on me.
Let's go
Tell
to
me
the
all
next question.
No, wait. Tell me all the wonderful observations you have made about me.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Okay, one question we should ask ourselves more often.
So I think we do not ask ourselves enough this idea of emotions. How am I
what's
feeling
this?
right now?
Oh, okay. In relation to like what we're
Anything.
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 Okay.
So
okay.
the idea is that you actually have three parts in the body: your mind,
Yeah,
your body,
yeah.
and your feelings or emotions.
Okay.
And most of the time at work, we use what?
Mind.
Only mind. So
Yeah.
you're actually using 1/3 of your body.
Yeah, yeah.
If you think about it.
Yeah.
The two others are in the OD we call it somatics. That's the body part. The body plays a very big part, So, for example, if a person comes in, his somatics or his aura changes the whole room.
That's true. Yeah.
Just one person.
Yeah.
Suddenly come in, everybody is happier.
Yeah.
Or suddenly somebody come in, everybody is mellow
Yeah.
and scared.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So that the idea of like sometimes it's the and it's a stranger, you don't even know that person yet. So that's that somatics. And then lastly is the emotion part. And why I say emotion is because human beings, emotion to us is actually action. And a lot-
Okay.
we are there's a certain emotion we feel, and that's why we act a certain way.
Okay. Okay.
Most of the time at work, emotions is totally out. We
Right.
don't talk about that at all.
Right.
We don't talk about how you feel about it.
Right.
But we do act on it, though.
Yeah, we do
Right?
act on it.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
you feel disgruntled. You don't
Yes.
hear that, but
And
you
then you
see it
act on
as
it.
like a folding of arm or a tzuk or a roll eye.
Yeah, or you do something impulsive
Yeah.
because you're unhappy.
So
okay.
the more that we kind of understand that emotion part, before it escapes to the body, it's a kind of like a behavior.
Wow.
Then we are a little bit more in tune to that. Oh, okay, now I notice. And a lot of people, for emotions, even for me, there's a whole spectrum of emotions.
Yep.
We can't really name. We can probably name only 4 or 5.
True.
Yeah.
But
True.
to be a master in any craft, you need this thing called distinctions.
Okay.
Distinctions
okay.
means emotions. It's not just 5. It's actually 20. If you think about anger, there are many parts of anger.
Yeah, there are different types of anger.
Sadness, there's grief,
Yeah.
the lowest part.
Yeah.
There's so many different like.
Yeah.
So if you want to understand human beings, and we're all about connecting and understanding human beings because
Right.
we work with human beings,
Right.
Until
Right.
AI comes, right?
Yeah.
So emotions are a very big part, but we don't talk about that at all. So there's
True.
something to just overweight a little bit, so that we can be a little bit more aware, and we notice the emotions.
Okay.
And I guess it gives you a little bit more control about what you're going to do next, or like, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that phrase that you just said, Jason. To be a master of any craft, you need to know your distinctions. I was like, wow.
It's quite good. Jason, if anybody wants to contact you for help or whatever, how do they get you?
Yeah, you can go to strengthschool.com or coachjasonho.com.
CoachJasonHo.com. Go check it out. Jason, thank you so much for coming in. We'll see you again in a couple of weeks. I
Yes,
think. Is it a
yes.
couple of weeks, Jill? 2 weeks, yeah.
The Flying Dutchman and Lavinia on the Morning Drive, 1FM 91.3.
Your next career breakthrough starts